Alright, so today we have this safe here. Now, the dial tells us that it's a J.J. Taylor. But, as you can see here, J.J. Taylor. But the hinges are wrong. This sort of lip around here is wrong. And so I'm thinking it is a bastard child of J.J. Taylor and Goldie McCullough. You see, the feet are right, but the shape is wrong, and these hinges are wrong. So this is going to be interesting, because if it is in fact the Goldie McCullough, that means this lock probably has false gates, which is going to make it very tricky. The other thing we noticed is that this door is warped, so this safe was probably in a fire at some point. There's some big bubbles here in the middle. There's big bows here in the middle. So I think what probably happened here is this was a regular Sargent and Greenleaf dial, and they managed to get a J.J. Taylor label to dial, which is still a Sargent and Greenleaf dial. So I think that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a Goldie McCullough. We're going to see inside when we open it. How we would know that is the way the door pins on the inside are a lot different than a J.J. Taylor would be. So I think this guy is going to give us some problems. So stay tuned and we will see what we can sort out. All right. Okay, so bear with me while I get set up. I know I don't have to show you guys this, but sometimes you guys might find it interesting, the process that they go through. A lot of it is monotonous and repetitive, but I mean, if we don't want this thing to have a hole in it, and to be honest, this one here I'm not that concerned with, because it's kind of really been quite damaged by what I'm guessing is a fire. There's these big bulges here, and I'm guessing there's some kind of fire happening. I mean, the paint kind of looks like it's checked, and that could be from a fire, but you never know. This could just be like weather checking. But because of this bow, it sort of leads me to believe that there's some kind of fire situation happening, which it could be an interesting story in itself. If we could ever get to that story, where it was and where it ended up in a fire, what happened to the building it was in, did the building burn down all around it, and this is all that's left of it? That would be interesting to see. So that's not an option. So it looks like we're going to be attaching the laser to hopefully extract some data. Okay, so I'm going to do that. You guys, I will come back in a few minutes when I got everything set up. This is not good. Not good. So there's the lasers. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we're back. We've got our laser set up over here on the wall. So I don't know how much you guys are going to see, because I can't really worry about filming for you guys. I got to worry about getting this thing open. So I'll show you guys what I can. I may actually just stop the video for a while I take some measurements, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear here. So don't get mad if I'm blocking the dial or something. You guys are just here to just cheer me on, sort of. All right, so let's start here. Okay. Two. 24. Maybe I'll try to sit like this to show you guys. I don't know how I can do this for you guys here on the camera. I can just do this maybe. I'll show you guys a few, and then you'll just have to take my word for it that that's what we're doing. 22. 8. So that's what we're doing, and we have to know what to ignore. The using the laser is very tricky because you have to sort of understand what the lock is doing before you start taking readings that you think are good and running with them, because they might not be good. So that's what we're doing basically. $100. 100 is nothing, so 100 is nothing, and then our suspicious arrow is nothing. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'm probably going to shut you guys off for a little while to save some battery, and then we'll come back once I figure out what my life is bringing me here. See you in a bit. So we did some work, and I think we might be somewhere, but no guarantees. I'm getting some good readings, but this thing has been nothing but trouble, so I'm not going to sit here and make any claims. So let's see here. Yeah, pretty much sure on that 40. So let's do X 75 and 40, and we will oscillate that wheel to hopefully jiggle it into position if it is one number off. The contact points are grabbing very heavy, to the point where I think it's a bit dangerous to do 5s and 10s, but let's do that and then we'll come back around if we have to. 25, 1, 2, 75, 40. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so she's open. Hold on. So she's open now. Okay, so that was tricky. This one really got me going. But she's open now, and we'll get the lady to come open it. Oh yeah. Awesome. I knew she would come. She's just being a little finicky there. Okay. All right. Moment of truth. I'll try not to get you on camera. Oh, let's see what's going on here. There we go. And as usual.
New empty safe.
Yeah, so it's like I thought. It's gonna.
Wow, it's thick. Oh.
Yeah, so we can see fire damage in there, just like I thought. And this is the one I was telling you guys before. This is the Goldie and McCullough one. This isn't the JJ Taylor. So this was in a fire. The dial was changed.
Okay. And
you can see the fire damage in here. So that's interesting. But at least she's open with no holes.
There's fire damage despite the fact that it's supposed to be a fireproof safe.
Oh yeah, because it saved all the documents, but smoke got in there. You can just see the smoke damage here, right?
I see.
And some in here, but it saved all the documents. You can see it bowed out here. Mm-hmm. And then you can see on the door, you can see the bows on the door here. You can feel the bows. So whatever documents were in there were safe, because even the wood's not burnt. It's just smoke damage, right? Black smoke damage there. So that's pretty interesting. You see even the flames came in here a little bit. Some of this got burnt. Yeah, so that's interesting. All right, so I think that's about it. I'm going to take this off and have a look in there, because I think we're going to find those false gates on that lock, and that's why it gave me trouble. But we got it, so stay tuned and we'll open that lock. So let's see what we got here. And we do not have false gates. We do not have false gates. We just have me not doing my job properly. I'm going to use my phone to take a video there to show you guys. Unless you guys can see it, get right in there. You'll see there's no false gates. There's no serrated edges on there. So yeah, it's just a tough lock. That's all it is. So it took me about 3.5 hours today, but no holes. So all right, I think that's about it.